Hej, z tej strony Indie Playerka i 31 odcinek The Thaumaturge. Ostatnio na 30 odcinek zaczęliśmy trzeci akt. Jak się okazuje, trzeci. Ja do teraz się głowię, gdzie ja zgubiłam drugi akt. Nie wiem. Nie wiem, jak to się stało. Boję się, że nie znajdziemy ostatniego salutora przez to. I jest mi przykro. Pierwsza lekarka, która otworzyła praktykę w Warszawie. Widzicie, jakie tutaj sławy czytam. Dobrze. O, czego słuchamy? O, zebrałam wszystkie płyty, które były do posłuchania. Fajnie. Cześć, Madame Samira.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I
Opinie.
just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good felcher, but he seems to be an experienced thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Spróbujmy zgadnąć.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
Wolność.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash, rather an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
To Sara
Who
Rywkin.
is
A,
Sarah Rivkin?
jej
You saw my files at Konieczkin's.
Właśnie jej te...
Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
Denerwowałam ją. Poproś ją.
Please. Sincerity for sincerity.
I'm not interested in your secrets.
Niedawno. Dobra, nie będziemy
All
tego.
right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
Ale teraz jestem ciekawa, najgorzej.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Dobra. Włączone mam nagrywanie, bo ja mam takie schizy troszkę. Jest. To idziemy dalej. Halo, Wiktor. Rozdział 3. Żarty się skończyły. Opuść klinikę, powitaj stan wojenny. Nie zdążyłam doczytać. Dobra, i gdzie ja teraz jestem? Na bazarze. Czyli Gdzieś tu jeszcze będę mogła chodzić. Gabinet. A jeszcze wejdźmy do gabinetu. Może coś tu odnajdziemy. Jest aniołem. To skąd ma pieniądze, jak ich nie przyjmuje? Takich lekarzy jest mało jak ten. Jesteś niesamowity.
Did you manage to solve your healer's case?
I'm working on it.
I see.
Tell me how a Jew, a Tatar, and my father met.
Znamy tą historię?
Who first? Choose.
Tell
Ojciec.
me about my father.
I met Stanisław during the January uprising. He was still a bachelor then. We were in the same unit under Traugott.
Were there many Thaumaturges fighting back then?
We didn't flash it around. Besides, we all bleed red. I used to be a frequent visitor to your house, but as time went by, less and less so.
Did something happen?
Just life. Stanisław focused on his family, and I focused on my practice.
What about Sofer?
Lecimy
The old
wszystko.
rabbi was introduced to me by Stanisław. He was the one who sought to acquaint us with one another. Sofer was a powerful Kabbalist and very respected in his community. He was the one who brought the golem into existence. I didn't get a chance to know him better, as he died shortly after casting that curse.
Kurde, nie pamiętam,
Do
czy
you
o tym
think that
mówiliśmy.
summoning the golem might have been the cause?
No, it was the profusion of cookies he loved so much that killed him.
You treated Sofer. I found a prescription he wrote.
That's true. A hopeless case of an addiction to trivialities. Had we met sooner, he might still be alive.
Tell me about Horowitz's case. How did it impact the coterie?
He was actually the reason it started to fall apart. He was a socialist chemist who knew a lot. There was a risk he would be exposed.
So my father killed him.
Stanisław took the burden of that decision upon himself, reckoning with consequences. He knew the Jewish community would blame him, and Sofer couldn't defy the will of his people. That would compromise him and be the undoing of us all. Stanisław did us a favor. And to socialists as well, I guess.
I
Zmienię
have some other
temat.
questions.
You do.
O nie.
Tell me about you.
I'm afraid your request is too broad. Ask me
Dobrze. Kim się
Who do you
czujesz?
consider yourself to be?
a doctor,
I meant, who do you feel like?
a Tatar, a Pole, a servant of Allah. I am all of them. I like to believe.
Dobra, trochę
I
przyspieszymy.
avoid labeling people, Wiktor. It leads nowhere.
Tell me more about the Tatars.
My ancestors settled around Vilnius over 600 years ago. Since they were noblemen, we kept our own religion and traditions.
Jakby ktoś z was słuchał tylko.
Are you all Catholics? Everyone lives by their heart. And that's the way it should be.
Do you come from here?
You're asking if I was born in Warsaw? I only came here after the uprising. My family comes from Vilnius. But my heart beats the same as yours.
When we first met, You tested me.
I had to know what kind of clay you're made of. Forgive the pun.
I have a feeling I didn't come across well in your eyes. I failed.
All is not lost. We are still talking, aren't we? And what did you think of me back then, if I may ask?
Siłą woli,
I
nie
must
będziemy
say
go
you impress
obrażać.
me, especially considering the fact you look rather...
Old? Experience comes with age. Remember that. Remember also that kindness and gentleness have nothing to do with weakness. And that they cost nothing.
Pan jest bardzo
I
miły.
have some other questions.
Nie mam więcej
Go ahead.
pytań. Panie Wiktor.
I have to go now.
May Allah guide you.
Co tu jest? Mieszkanie? Jak ja tutaj... To jest tu, gdzie byliśmy? Tak. Okej. Ale tu idziemy na podwórze, okej. Rasputin, kurczę, to... O, to ja już tu kiedyś łaziłam sobie po coś.
Wasze dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
Je ne parle pas ruski.
It's not enough that he's a magician. He's scum. You'll learn right quick once I give you a beating.
Dawaj.
Documents. I won't say it again.
Рядовой Стрельцов. I'll take over.
Jakiś groźny.
Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Pokażmy.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Kogo szukają?
Who is the Tsar's army actually looking for on the streets?
Not you. A terrorist and a fugitive from the Citadel. Go now.
Czyli nie ja.
I've got my eye on you.
Aż to jakie on
Strzelca.
pokazał te
Reinforcements are needed on Brzecka. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
dokumenty? Czyje, że przecież to ja jestem zbiega. Co tu piszą? To już też czytaliśmy, tak mi się wydaje. Pierwszy raz w dużym mieście, ja już tu trzeci akt biegam. O, jakaś tu się dzieje powoli. A co Rasputin robi na Powiślu? Jeśli dalej się nie dostali do wychodka. Rara, Rasputinie, gdzie jesteś? O, to ja.
The things people come up with.
Co to? To zapach wiary, gorliwości, coś ten desen. Przeczytajmy. Wszędzie ta gazeta jest. Sięgam, że już nigdy w życiu nie będę głodna. O. O, coś innego. Już ma 4 dzieci. Rasputin. Umysł 6. Czyn umysł. Nam za mało. No wejdźmy do środka. Co tu się wydarzyło? No coś się tu wydarzyło. Tak było trzeba, tak było trzeba. Dobra, to pewnie Rasputin nam coś powie. A będziemy go mogli opieprzyć, czy nie bardzo? Chodź, Rasputinie. Na spytki.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
Zapytaj, czy na taki
About
cud
what
liczył.
happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure that the news of that boy's miraculous recovery has reached the right ears. Time will tell, of course.
O, ostatnie.
Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
Pewnie.
I didn't give them the opportunity to ask questions.
It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
O Boże.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are
dlatego.
equally important.
Czyli
I
ten
want
pan
to
z
celebrate you with
przepaską
this humble supper.
był
I
na
hope
jego
you'll
usługach.
join us.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
Zmienimy temat. Rasputin, bo ty mi pierzesz mózg jak
Will you
innym.
join us now?
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
Przyjmijmy
All right,
zaproszenie.
I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less.
To brzmi, jakbyś nas
Do you
wszystkich chciał
recall our
zabić.
conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes. I said I feel that I'm a citizen of Poland.
And I said you would be one, that your Poland would return. And it will be so. So help me God.
Tak mi mówiłeś?
We are making a deal here, Grigori. I'm interested in the results.
Amen. We'll talk more about the future soon, my friend. But my bladder's calling.
Inaczej to brzmiało.
And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Ale podskoczyłam. Moje uszy.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I've got you. It's okay.
Ja pitole. Cała podskoczyłam na tym krześle. Myślałam, że zasłabnie albo cokolwiek innego się stanie.
Is this what death is like? An infinite void?
Gdzie idziemy?
Where am I?
A ja
Is
wiem.
this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
Ja nie wiem, co tu się dzieje. Tak szybko byśmy chyba nie skończyli
And the teacher said,
aktu trzeciego.
Victor, is the right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Gdzie ja mam iść?
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Coś jest? Nie, tylko się wydaje.
I'm the head of this family and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave.
Tu zerknijmy, czy coś jest. Nic. Czy to jest dom ich, czy nie dom?
This is the end. You've lost.
Co przegrałam?
Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court?
Co za przystojniaczek.
Barbarit.
Yes, a trial over the conscience of Wiktora Szulskiego.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience?
O nie, wyłączyła mi się ładowarka od laptopa. Będzie nam się przycinać. Najpierw dołóżmy ją. O nie, serce 7. Pomyślmy o taumaturgii.
You're a thaumaturge, as was your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandmother. You've always thought of yourself as better than others because of that.
Zaakceptujmy
The
to.
defendant admits to his own pride.
To prawda.
My power also reminds me daily of the disappointment I felt after you disposed of me instead of protecting me.
Tak cię obronił.
Rubbish. I always understood you and did everything to protect us, at any cost. You're a fool if you still don't understand.
No patrzcie, no.
Have you come
Poblokowane
down
mam.
in it now? Because Uper reminded you of what had happened.
We can end by saying that I realized how much I threatened the family at that time. And exile was not cruelty. It was mercy.
And the Black Grimoire? You always coveted it. And behold, according to the last will, it's yours. Do you think this means you've never meant anything? Have you changed your mind? Are you ashamed of your past glibness?
I guess it's not a crime to change your views, right?
Not at all. Go on.
Zapragnijmy końca procesu. Spróbujmy.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
Powiedzmy, że nie.
No.
You cannot avoid your fate. What do you think the trial has revealed?
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm a Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Tak.
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty.
Najgorzej.
Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will.
Chyba coś źle wybraliśmy. Ale Wiktor taki jest troszkę.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
Jakie inne
What
drogi
do you
masz na
want to tell
myśli?
me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So,
Komitywa. Komitywa, nie idziemy za Rozgrywkiem. Choć byłoby ciekawiej. Mam nadzieję, że będzie jakoś zapisane. Może byśmy sprawdzili wtedy drugą drogę. No ale idziemy ku komitywie, nie? Z taumaturgami, a nie z panem, który mnie nie wyciągnął.
why the coterie?
I believe that they are the answer to troubled times, and that they will be my rock.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit.
Czy mogłam iść z Rasputinem jeszcze?
Are you happy with events taking this course?
Chyba, że
Yes,
tak.
I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with. Don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Spotkamy się
Will I
jeszcze?
ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Ciekawe, czy to dlatego, że... Nie dlatego, że za dużo razy dumę kliknęłam.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. You are Peter, a rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of hell shall not prevail against it. I
Przeanalizujmy
have an
list.
idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I don't remember how I ended up here. Is it possible that what happened near the brothel was just a dream?
Nie, bo masz obtarcia.
You're right. A dream wouldn't hurt like this. I'll think about this later.
O, jestem w chałupie. Rasputin, to ty. Zobaczmy. O, jeszcze mamy 33 minutki, to jeszcze możemy popatrzeć, co tu się działo. Obudziło ciało. Będzie, że uszedł żyły. Wyszedł żywy z płomieni Rasputin. Co tu jest do przeczytania? A, za ścianą. Dobra, przebierzmy się. Na pomarańczowo. Na jasno. Coś do czytania u Ligi. Tajemniczy list. No, no. Straszą mną. Ha, bal urodzinowy carewicza Aleksieja. Nie wiem, czy dobrze to przeczytałam. Lidia, nie bój się.
Ligia?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You
Podziękujmy.
took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east. Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's
Przeczytałaś o tym
birthday.
przed chwilą w gazecie.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Dobra taktyka.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I've just risen from the dead. Besides, I didn't want to bother you. At least until I came up with a solution.
And how is that going?
I'm considering a few options. Give me some time.
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
Nigdy nie wiemy,
The last
Wiktor.
day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for
Urodziny
me.
mają?
At least until Christmas.
Grażynka?
Grażynka.
To nie jest Grażynką. Musiałam na chwilkę iść, ale już jestem.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Ligia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Szulski.
Why do you torment our family? What are you hoping to get out of it? And how the hell did you get the keys to our house?
Dear Ligia, please try to understand that it was your brother who brought these dark clouds down upon your family. I'm just trying to disperse them without bloodshed. If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
You are leaving. Straight to hell, you son of a bitch. If you think you'll take me away from my own home, you are mistaken. No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Szulski family holiday.
Mr. Niedziec, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
Want to share any other fantasies?
Don't worry about the broken window pane, Wiktor. I'll deduct it from the 5 rubles you
Kochany Abaurycy nam pomoże, a ja dziękuję wam bardzo i do następnego razu. Pa, pa!